Hi friends, back here with our math video. Here is your math packet that was located inside your packet yesterday. For math, my friends, we have 5 pages to get done. So we're going to be doing pages 200 to 205, 200, 201, 203, 204, and 205. What Ms. Flower is going to do with you during this video is I'm going to model a few problems with you. The rest are going to be what's called independent practice. Independent practice means you're going to be doing it by yourself. So I'm going to move my journal over here so I have a little bit more room. On page 200, I'm going to give an example on number 1A and number 1B. If you notice here, there is plus signs on this side. So this side's going to be addition, but there's something different about this side. This side is actually subtraction, so make sure you pay attention to your signs. So number 1A, 30 plus 6. So parents, you might have learned math a little bit differently. So if your child's struggling, please try to help them in a way that you can. But also remember that there are other ways to solve this too. So I'm going to show you one way. 30 plus 6. Remember, you need to line up your ones and your tens place. So here's 30 and here's 6. Our 6 is located in our ones place. This is kind of crazy because my board's big and I can't really reach around it too well. So here's our ones place, they're lined up, and here's my tens place. I have my addition sign. I'm gonna always start in my ones place. 0 plus 6 is 6. My tens place, 3 plus nothing is 3. So parents, that's the way that you learned it as a child, is to do what's called standard algorithm. So that's the answer for 1A. Now I'm going to show you an example that your child could possibly use to solve B on number 1. 50 minus 30. In school, we do what are called units and rods. So let me show you. A unit is a tiny little dot. This represents 1. We also have rods, which are 10. They're 10 individual units put together to create 10. So what that means is B has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we have 5 rods. I'm going to erase this so I don't get confused. So 50 minus 30. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50 minus 30. You can either draw it out, minus 30, 10, 20, 30. So when you're subtracting, you're taking away. So I'm actually going to be taking away 3 rods from the top number. Let's see if I can hold this up. So 10, 20, and 30. So if we took away 30 from 50, we're left with 20. I know that's a crazy looking too, but it's hard to write backwards. So our answer for 1B is 20. I'm going to be skipping down to number 2. Number 2. Here's number 2 down here. These are boxes provided for your children to actually show their work inside these boxes. Pay attention to the signs because I did notice already. We have addition, addition, subtraction, subtraction. 24 plus 5. I'm going to use our rods and our units again. So I'm going to draw 24. I'm going to do it this way this time because it was so hard to draw it backwards. So here's my first number, 24. 2 rods, 4 units, 24. Has some crazy handwriting. Okay, plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, our 1s and our 10s need to be lined up. So if I have 4 units here and I have 5 units here, our 5 is going to go on this side where our 1s are placed. I think I did that 5 backwards. Yeah, I did. So I have our standard way, and then I have our rods and units here. So what we're going to do, like I mentioned already, we're going to start in our 1s place. We're going to see how many units we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 units and 2 rods. 2 plus nothing is 2. So however your child wants to show their work for number 2, A, B, C, and D, they can. Number 3 was actually really fun on Zoom because we made predictions on number 3. This one, 38 plus 10 and 18 plus 30. Our digits are all mixed up. So we made a prediction before we actually solved it. Are the answers going to be the same for 38 plus 10 and 18 plus 30? So all those digits are all mixed up. So give me a thumbs up if you think yes, they're going to be the same answers, or give me a thumbs down if you think they're going to be different answers. And then you're going to solve for both of these. And then I did number 4 with my friends. So number 4 is right here. Number 4 has more than one step to solve this equation. So let me erase my board and then I'm going to read it. Compare 57 minus 2 to 57 minus 20. How are they different? Use words, drawings, or numbers to explain. So first thing first, what you need to do to compare, you have to think back to what your teacher taught you, either Miss Trees or Miss Luker or Miss Hanson. Compare. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to? These are our comparing symbols. So that's the first thing that you need to remember. So first, I have to solve the problem number 1. 57 minus 2. 57 minus 2. So, since it's been a while since we did math, I told my friends it's okay to use your fingers every now and then. So, I'm doing my 1s place first. 7 take away 2 is 5. And then 57, there's nothing else in my 10s place, so I just have 5 to bring it down. So my first answer is 55. So I'm going to put a box around it. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve my next problem. 57 minus 20. So 7 minus 0 is 7. And 5 minus 2 is 3. I'm going to put a box around this answer. So now I have both of my answers. I have 55 and 37. In order to determine if it's equal, less than, or greater than, I have to start by looking at my ones place. But here's the tricky part. This 7 is bigger than this 5. So then I have to move on to my tens place. 30 or 50, which one's bigger? Which one has the biggest number in the tens place? If you said 5, that is correct. There are more in the tens place. So that makes 55 greater than 37. And what we did to determine that earlier was we actually drew our rods in our unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 55. 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we agreed earlier that yes, there are more units in this one, but there are more rods in this one. So that makes 55 greater than 37. All right, my parents. So like I have mentioned in the beginning of this video, for today's activity, we're going to be doing pages 200, 201, 203, 204, and 205. I did give some examples on how to solve them 2 different ways, either standard algorithm or using your base 10 blocks, whatever is easier for you and your child. If you have any other questions about any of the equations, I'm here to help. Just let me know what you need. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow on Zoom.